Well, welcome to another episode of Social with Sarah. So today I'm interviewing Kristi Mallory of Kristi Mallory Coaching. Kristi, welcome and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thanks, Sarah. I'm so excited to be here today. Love what you're doing with Social with Sarah. It's a lot of fun. I've seen the previous interviews and got some great content going out there. So I am an executive coach, and I work with individuals and small teams on culture, impacting culture in your organization, having crucial conversations, helping leaders grow from good to great, and even helping emerging leaders step up into that next level. I'm a third generation member of my family business, and so I really love working with family owned businesses as I firsthand understand the dynamics of all the fun behind the scenes inner workings of what really goes on with family members in family owned businesses.
Yes, and we need you out there. My family has a family business in El Paso, so we know what goes on in those environments, and we need leadership and guidance. So
yeah, there's some unique things that go on. There's a lot that's the same as any other business, but there's a lot of unique things and a lot of things that can be done to make these family businesses even stronger, more accountable, and that'll just help boost the bottom line.
Right. And so I like to do this podcast just to ask entrepreneurs, business owners, just the honest truth. So tell us what's going on during this time in your business. The time of COVID-19, a lot of things are changed. Most people are at home. So just let us know, how are things going?
Yeah, so for me and my business, the big difference is all workshops have been canceled. I'm a certified Dare to Lead facilitator, and I had a workshop. Actually, I was supposed to be leading a workshop today.
And it was today.
Yeah,
and I was looking forward to that one. Yeah.
Right. So it's been postponed. So it will be, I don't know, in the fall, some other time, but most of the group activity work I'm doing is now on hold. And what's happened for me is that the one-on-one coaching has picked up. And I've been doing Zoom coaching for just a little over 5 years now. So fortunately, this wasn't a humongous practice media for me to onboard and figure out. I feel very fortunate with that. And I'm just so pleased at how many people are taking advantage of school systems, friends. I have a Friday night date night now with my girlfriends, and we sit and play games.
Yeah.
And have a lot of fun. So there's a lot of good opportunity for connection, for work, and for friendships, and just getting the support we all need.
Yeah, that's good. And I'm glad you're getting the support you need, because we all need that right now. Even if it's hanging out with friends via Zoom, it's kind of crazy, but we need that.
And it works.
And it works, yeah. So you did mention the big shift is you're doing a lot more one-on-one coaching, because we can do that via phone, we can do that via Zoom like we are right now. So what other changes have you seen in your industry or your business? Is that the major change from group activities to one-on-one?
That's a huge change for me, that no more group stuff right now. And then the other thing, just working one-on-one with people, clients, friends, peers. What is really happening is that people are being forced now to step into this negative reality. And a lot of the work that I do with clients is integrating and balancing the negative and positive realities. So before, I might have to introduce the idea and walk people through being able to get comfortable and sit in that well, kind of sit in the mess. And now people are coming to me and they don't have a choice. And so there's a lot of times they come in fight or flight, right? There's a little desperation. And what I offer is that support. And what happens in neuroscience, in our minds, when we get that support, it enables us to then move out of the fight or flight mode and step more into the problem solving, the structure. But oftentimes, and leaders are really historically good or bad at this, I don't know which one you want to say, they go straight to the problem solving.
Yeah.
And as an executive coach, I'm always encouraging people, it's okay to sit with the pain. And it's really, the pain is what causes the innovation. It's that ability to accept failure that allows people to really move into problem solving and figuring it out and thinking outside of the box. But I find, and I know, that the people that are most effective in that are the ones that can sit with that negative reality of the failure of whatever failure they sit in, right? Or this national global pandemic, to be able to just sit with, it is scary, it is hard, there's many hardships, people are fearing for their lives, and unfortunately some people have lost their lives. And just the reality of sitting with that and not sweeping it under the rug, not minimizing it, not making it bigger than what it is either, and catastrophizing and freaking out, right? It's all about the balance. And the only way to do that is to get the support from friends, professionals, peers, whatever, wherever it is you're getting support, you've got to have people standing with you, sitting with you, crying with you, celebrating with you. I think that's the most important part of what we can do right now, is get help, reach out.
Yeah, and I'm so glad you brought that up, because I feel like that's what we kind of brush under the rug. Like, okay, yeah, like I'm in a negative state, but I don't want to be there. So let's start thinking positively. We're going to do this during this time, this during this time. But before we problem solve, like you said, we need to be in this state and actually have that negative reality. Like, what's going on? How am I feeling? And kind of like be in your feelings, and it's okay. And have the balance, not too much and not too little, but have the balance. Like, start there first. What I hear is, I need Kristi Mallory first. I need that executive coaching first. And then let's get to goals, problem solving, resolutions, and everything that we're going to work on during this time of quarantine. So, but that is amazing to hear that.
Yes, and people are so smart. I mean, people are competent and capable and high functioning, and we've pretty much all been taught, buck it up, put on your big girl panties, pull up your bootstraps. But I would just say, pause, you'll get there. We all know how to do that part. It's this first part of sitting and embracing that negative reality. And there's no way around it. We got to go through it. And the only way through it is you've got to feel it. And so again, that's why you need the support. You need people walking through this time with you, so we can hold each other up, lift each other up, and get through it together.
I love that. And this is probably your answer, but my last question is, what tips or advice would you give for business owners? And it's probably that support, but anything else,
100%, it's the support. We're all looking for ways to be, to tap into that resilience, to be flexible, to adapt. I keep hearing the word pivot. A lot of businesses, I see a lot of restaurants repurposing, and they're kind of like a mini grocery shop now. I mean, that's a huge,
I love that though.
Right. That's a huge piece of being resilient, and that's enabling some of their, certainly the kitchen staff to work, and some servers. And so we're looking for that flexibility piece and that adaptability, and we've got to get the support first, then structure. And if you race into the structure piece, I don't think you're going to be as effective as if you can sit and hold that negative reality.
Yeah, thank you for that. I don't think anybody's brought that up yet, so I love hearing from you. And I would say even these Instagram lives and these podcast interviews I'm doing with other business owners, it's just helped me connect in another way. Having accountability groups, having people you're connecting with all the time during this time of quarantine. It's so helpful, so inspiring too, to hear from others and kind of sharing what's going on in our world. But also just, this makes me happy, just seeing you, hearing you. You know, we need to be connected as human beings, whether you're a
Yes.
business owner or not listening to this. You need to be connected. So the major thing Kristi's telling us is get that support and get that connection with others.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Kristi, for being here and talking with me today. Where can people find more about you?
So on social media, it's Kristi Mallory Coaching, and my website is kristimallory.com.
Pretty easy. It's her name, so we can't miss her. So reach out to Kristi. Like we said, she's kind of our first stop if we're struggling with things in our life, personal life and business. She's the first stop. I hope you understood that and really appreciate everything, all the advice you gave to us. So again, thank you, Kristi, for being here. And I'll be on another interview with another business owner soon. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.